Hi, good morning, Pop Pickers. This is the third video I've done on this bridge. Both times when I recorded it, I didn't have any sound. So that's good. That was great. That was a complete waste of my time. It's like an hour. I'll never get back again. But anyway, so about the bridge. Yesterday, that's where we left off. So let's go back and review kind of like where I left off with the chorus, which is going to be here. So firstly, what is a bridge? A bridge is a part in the middle of the song, usually lasts for 8 bars. It can be 16, can be 32, doesn't matter, it could even be 4. And it's basically a part of the song that you do that stops the song from getting boring, takes it away. If you think about a bridge from literally from one place to another, you walk over it, you might run over it, I don't know. I don't know you. I don't know how you go over bridges. But so that's basically what it is. It's like a segue that changes musically and lyrically. And there are hundreds of different ways of doing a bridge. You can change the tempo, you can change the key, obviously lyrics you can change. So this is kind of like where we left off yesterday with the chorus. Sun. Back to the tonic. So now this is what I really like doing with the bridge. From the tonic, I go to the 7th, which is like a door opening. That bridge, if you imagine that bridge that you walk across or run across, I don't know you could run across bridges. But if you imagine that bridge might have a door on it, This is opening the door, this 7th chord. Empire of the raging sun. Love that. Just opens so many possibilities. Then I'm going to a D minor. I'll do 7th for now. F. See 7th. F. Then I've gone to what I think is a really interesting chord. I could have gone from F to the G, or back to a D minor, or all the possibilities within the key of C. But what I've chosen to do is I've chosen to go to the E, because it's really, really powerful and kind of demanding kind of chord, which is a little bit unpredictable, I think. And for E, back to the D minor 7th and into G. And I've also put a little tag on the end, which I'll sing it to you when I've done it, which brings it back. Now, in singing it, I've realised that it might be just a little bit too high for me in pitch. And that's because, yes, when I started this this experiment of writing a song kind of live in real time on the internet, I started in the key of C because there's no enharmonic notes. So I thought for beginners that would be easier to do. But on singing it, it's kind of like pushing my full voice up to its limit. My break is kind of like B flat, and I want to try and sing it in full voice as much as I can without going too much into falsetto. So I may, in the course of the next day or so, bring it down maybe half a step or even a full step. So the bridge, I started playing around with ideas this morning, and the thing about lyrics is they are so subjective and personal. And I had this thing about Empire of the Raging Sun, about somebody in their past has been hurt or harmed or injured emotionally in this place of rage, you know, it's like hell that they came from before, and has this warmth inside of them, but is kept back from their past experience. So it has this coldness which they're trying to get rid of. That's what I get from it. Now, when you read it, first you might think that it's that they're not very good. Secondly, you might get something completely different. But that's the beauty about lyrics. We personalize them. We make them what we want. When I wrote Dirty Cash with Stevie V, it was banned in a lot of the southern states of the United States because they thought it was about prostitution, which it wasn't at all. It was a very literal song. I've no excuse, I just want you to use me, take me and abuse me. It was actually money talking. But I can understand how people would think it might be about, you know, dodgy kind of stuff. My point is that lyrics are just very specific and very personal, so we make them our own kind of stuff. So I started off with stuff like this, which wasn't really working. I held her in a state, so I held her in a state of gaze. She told me about the lonely days in which she was young. And in a minute I could understand she was a stranger in a stranger land. Which is okay, but again it wasn't working. So I played around with it and then finally developed to this, which I'm pretty pleased with. So let's go back. Empire of the raging sun. C to the 7th. And then she took me to the mountainside, and she pointed to a star that shines so very far away. And she tried to make me understand she was a stranger in a strange land between Hades and the raging sun. Oh, the future. Had a little tag on the end of it, which I'll sing when I played it. When I sing it, which I'll do when I sing it, something like that. Alright, so let me get the proper words up, because I'm really, really bad at remembering words. I'm one of these people that if I have something on my mind, like a song on my mind, I drive past the top of my street and keep driving down Route 9. And I've done that many times. So, this is how the bridge is going to sing, hopefully. She's okay, and she says she's gonna stay. Sorry for deafening you. And she comes at me like a bullet from a stolen gun. When I look into her eyes, I can see her heart has died. And I wonder who she was before it all went wrong. Back in the empire of the raging sun. Comes a bridge. And then she took me to the mountainside, and she pointed to a star that shines so very far away. And she tried to make me understand she was a stranger in a strange land between Hades and the raging sun. Oh, the future comes so fast when you're present by your past. Right, so that's basically it. By tomorrow, hopefully, I'll have put this into arrangement. May possibly have lowered the key and do some nice things to it, etc. But even when I'm finished, even when I'm going to get this as good as I can, it's still not going to be in a position where I would send it off to like an artist for a cover or anything like that. It's okay if I'm working with someone, I can send them this. The whole point of this is it's going to be a really, really good quality demo that I can then take on to the next level to play to my producer, Simon Harrison, or to play to my publisher. Then my producer will put his like fairy dust on it, because it might be a fairy, I'm not sure. He does like wear little tutus, and he has a little stick with a star on it, so it could be. So that's it basically. So even when I've finished with all this and I've done it in Logic and everything like that, it's still just going to be a very, very good high quality demo. You've got to remember, when you send stuff off, it's got to be the best. It's got to be the best musically, lyrically, arrangement wise, but it's also got to be the best sonically. And by that I mean, you know, the bass, the treble, the mids and everything all have to be represented, and that's something that the producer can do far better than I. Alrighty, so I hope this has been interesting for you. This is the third time I've done it. I'm not doing it again. I'd rather have my teeth extracted than do spend another. I spent like 2 hours on this so far, but anyway, so I will see you tomorrow when I'm going to do a scratch vocal on the song, a little bit better arrangement, maybe change key, and maybe do another few funky things there. Alright, thanks a lot. This is Mick Walsh, www.songcritiqueusa.com. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.